Good morning, everyone. Today we're going to be working on lesson 12.2. So if you will please pull out page 497 out of your math packet, that would be awesome. As you notice up in the green box, there's a phrase that says indirect measurement. Now you know what the word direct means. Direct means going right to it. Indirect means I might take a long way around it and I might go through the back door, okay? Today we're going to be learning about indirect measurement, your I can statement. I can indirectly compare objects by length. So that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be comparing, but we're not going to use a ruler or a tape measure or any such thing. We're going to do this a different way. Now, as you notice on the front of our paper, this little boy is saying, how can you find out whether the shoe or the pencil is longer without putting them next to each other? What can you use? Circle the object that is longer and explain how you found out. Now, take a look at that. Remember yesterday everything was even? Ooh, they're not even today, are they? The shoe and the pencil are not lined up. So if we're just using our eyeballs, and some of you are shaking your head, Elijah, I see that. Oh, Izzy, you already know which is longer, don't you? Sure you do. You are all telling me that the pencil is longer because you used your eyes, okay? Now, what if we wanted to be more specific? How could we do that? Who's got a really great idea? All right, and I'm looking and I see Kaden. What are you thinking? You're thinking about just getting a piece of paper? I love it. And let me get my scrap paper. I'm going to do that too. I think that's a great idea. I'm going to hold up a piece of paper and I'm going to kind of do a measurement. I'm not going to trace. I'm going to start the shoe there and I'm going to end the shoe there. Does everybody see that? Is this something you can do with a scrap piece of paper or an old envelope or something that came out of the trash? Sure. Okay, now I'm going to zoom down here and I'm going to measure my pencil. Now, do you see how I'm going to start that little line at the edge of the pencil? All right, pencil starts there. And the pencil goes all the way to there. And I'm going to go back and make a line there. All right, the top line was my shoe, and the bottom line was my pencil. So who won? The pencil. The pencil is longer. Okay. All right, I see another hand out there. Wes, what are you thinking? Oh, you know what? I was thinking that in my head, so I came prepared already. I grabbed a piece of yarn, and I thought that would make an excellent thing to try to do. I'm going to measure it with my yarn. I'm going to put my yarn down right underneath the shoe. Now, could I cut it? I sure could. And I'm going to measure the pencil. There we go. I'm going to go get my scissors so I can do this correctly. I'm going to clip the shoe, make sure the shoe is okay, and pencil. All right, shoe and pencil. Now if I hold them up, oh, do you see how we measured without a ruler or a measuring tape? We used other objects that we have in our house. And Wes, you were absolutely correct. That really did show that the pencil was longer. Okay, let's go to the next page, okay? Everybody flip over. Now, on this page, let's read the top, the green part together. How can you compare the length of two pencils when they are in different places? There's a pencil there, and there's a pencil there. Could I do the same thing? Could I use a piece of string or a piece of paper and I could cut them and then take that? What if my pencil was out in the kitchen and it was glued to the table? I could just measure it with a piece of paper and then take my paper and measure the paper against the first paper, okay? Does that make sense? It would just be like this, where we did the shoe and the pencil. I would have two different pieces of paper because I would measure both objects. And I could carry this piece of paper into another room or carry this piece of paper, and I could measure using paper, okay? All right, let's go down to the bottom. I told you today's lesson was going to be pretty easy. Now you're going to do the same thing. I want you to take a piece of paper. You are going to circle the picture that is longer. All right, now they already told us what was longer, but sometimes in your head, you can already see what's longer, can't you? So why don't you measure the one that you think is longest, do that one first, and then measure it to the other three objects, okay? I think it will work out really great for you. All right, let's turn the page. I'm going to help you get through this one, and then I'm going to let you go and do it on your own, all right? All right, number 3, frog, leaf. Now, do you see what they did? They measured. You see the measurements there? Is the frog bigger than that red line? And is the leaf bigger or smaller? Ooh, the leaf is way smaller, isn't it? So that really, by matter of deduction, you can assume that the frog is larger because they're putting a standard measurement there, okay? All right, the red lines are always the same length. Now look at that. Stapler. Longer or shorter than the red line? Little bit shorter. What about the scissors? Scissors are longer than the red line. So what did you deduce from that? Correct, that the scissors are longer. Now remember, if those objects are in a different room, you're just taking one piece of paper and you're comparing your paper. The red lines are the same. Toothpaste, math book. Toothpaste, stapler. I want you to circle which one is the longest, okay? And now here we have a HOTS. The book is longer than the blank up here. You're going to be using 5 and 6. The book, the toothpaste, and the stapler. The toothpaste is longer than the blank. So the book is blank than the stapler. And you're going to either write longer or shorter. Okay, here we go. Number 8. Now this one you really have to use your big brain, okay? Tango, sorry, I can't read this morning. Tango is taller than bongo. Turbo is shorter than bongo. Ooh, this one's going to take some brain power, isn't it? All right. Tango is taller than bongo. Can he be tango? No, cannot. Turbo is shorter than bongo. Can this be turbo? No, so he can't be turbo because he's not shorter than anyone. Okay? And bongo, can he be bongo? No, because somebody's taller than bongo. So that can't be bongo. Turbo is shorter than bongo. So that can't be turbo. Who's left over? If he can't be bongo and he can't be turbo. Correct, he's going to be tango. Tango is taller than bongo, so that means one of those two fellas is bongo. And turbo is shorter than bongo. Oh, I see the heads rolling and popping. Oh yeah, you guys know the answer. I'd like you to fill those in for me, please. And if you want to hit pause and come back, I'll tell you the answer, okay? All right, here are the answers. Turbo, bongo, tango. And you may do number 9 if you would wish to. And number 10, that's a must do today. Circle the key that is longer. Use the blue string to help. Okay, now the blue string is the same size. When you look at the blue strings, can you tell who's longer? You sure can. All right, thank you for completing lesson 12.2. Tomorrow we're going to move on to 12.3. Now listen very carefully. I am mailing you the math supplies that you will need for tomorrow and Thursday. Okay? So be watching your mailbox because you won't be able to do the lesson until you get your letter. Okay? And everybody said, thank you. I heard that. Thanks a lot. I'll see you tomorrow for 12.3.